Hey guys, it's Chris here today, and I am here to talk to you about my Dream Maker scrapbooking workshop. So, for whoever doesn't know, during the month of May, there is a special collection released by Close to My Heart called Dream Maker, and it's a special for National Scrapbooking Month. So, I had some fun with the contents of the collection, and I've created a scrapbooking workshop for it. This is a bigger scrapbooking workshop just because there's actually more content, more things in the products to work with. So this is a 12 by 12 page scrapbooking layout workshop. And I'm going to add you down on my desk so you can see what I have created with the collection. So just 1 second here. Here we go. So for whoever has not seen the collection, it is beautiful. It's a combination of these subtle rainbows and watercolor feel. And so I took the collection and I've created a scrapbooking workshop with it. So I'm going to actually just walk you through the contents of my workshop and what I like to do. So I basically take a group of products, I chop them all up, I put them back together, and I create a collection of scrapbooking pages with them. So like I said, this is 12 by 12 pages or 6 double page spreads. This one actually has a fun little bonus. So there's a couple of SVG titles that I've created for this workshop that are designed by me and are a bonus for purchasing the workshop. So what happens is when you actually go on my blog, you purchase the workshop, you get redirected to a download folder, and then you can download all the resources to create this for yourself. So, and if you're not, don't worry about it. You can always sign back in to your customer portal and it keeps track of all your downloads for you. So you don't need to worry about that. That's always there for you. So, like I said, it's super quick. You get the files right away. There's no need to wait for an email from me or anything along that lines. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to talk to you about what I use to create this workshop and what you would need for supplies. So it's got one package of the Dream Maker. Sorry, there's too much white there for it. So I'm just going to move this out of the way so that stops bouncing like that. So it's one package of the Dream Maker paper and stickers. So that's the decorative paper. And then I used the coordinating cardstock, which is this super fun watercolor on one side and then a true color on the other side. And then I used the Dream Maker's die cuts. So the die cuts are actually black. You can see them right here. I'll show them to you as we walk through the workshop. Then there are 13 pieces of white daisy cardstock. So that is what I used for all of the bases. And then there is a one piece of black cardstock, Bluebell shimmer trim, and Bluebell loose sequins. So like I said, there's then bonus SVGs with this one for some extra titles, just because I found that the sticker sheet and die cuts didn't cover the whole workshop. So I added and created some of my own. So in the files, there's always some general tips, specific directions for this workshop. Then it tells you all the bases. Like I said, all these bases are white daisy. I don't always do that, but this one happened to be, I really liked the contrast of like the watercolor feel against the white daisy backgrounds. So then there is always like a before photo because sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell where everything goes once you get all those photo mats and actual photos on top. So there is like a before shot, and then there are large layout photos for each of the pages, and then some detailed photos, and then there is a full cutting guide. So this means that You can literally cut your pieces of paper up exactly the same way I have. Your pages turn out exactly the same, so that you don't need to worry about wasting paper or cutting something wrong, all of those fun things. So this one too, some of the papers were super hard to tell apart. So I did actually label each of the pieces of paper with kind of a name. So it made it a little bit easier because some of the prints are super close together. So let's take a look at the layouts. Like I said, I'm super happy. It turned out beautiful. It is kind of like a pastel-y theme with some pops of color. So, and then there is the fun gold accent. So like this perfect title was a sticker. So it's got that like fun finish on it. And so some of the embellishments are there. You can see the bluebell shimmer trim and sequins. I thought they played very, very nicely with this collection. So this is layout number 1. Like I said, we'll walk through the 6 layouts. Oy, oy, oy. The camera does not like that much white all at the same time. So here is, you can see the black die cut. So like Lovely Day, this floral image, the dragonfly, all of those kind of things are like a black die cut. So it's a little bit heavier, but it's not, it's like heavier than cardstock, but it's not as heavy as like cardboard or something like that. So that's layout number 2. Then here is layout number 3, and here is an example of one of the SVGs that I created. So there's a couple of ways in the workshop you can get them. They do actually come in the folder, but if you're having problems, they are linked into a Google Drive, so you can download them. You download those onto your computer, and then you can cut them out with your die cutting machine, whatever that would happen to be that can cut an SVG. But like I said, you don't have to use them. These are just a bonus. And so this one says, always in my heart. And you can see this is where the black cardstock came into play for this workshop. So that's the 3rd layout. This is one of my favorites. I love how subtle and dainty this whole layout feels. And it really doesn't even have a title. It's just got, these are some of the stickers. So it says best day, believe and smile, pure joy, look at this. And so I think this is just a beautiful layout. Very simple, but very effective. So that was layout number 4. And then here is layout number 5. And here is another example of, this is the second SVG that I created for this workshop. And so it says, always living in the moment. So again, just super fun. You can see how it plays off the rainbow with the black accents, some sticker sheets, and here again is the bluebell shimmer trim. You could obviously switch the shimmer trim out if you wanted a different color, or you could even switch out the sequins if there's a different color sequence that you prefer. And then here is the last layout. So one of the benefits of purchasing a workshop guide is everything comes out. You don't waste any paper. All your layouts look the same as mine. You don't have to go searching for ideas constantly, looking for something else to do, or, oh, if I cut up that piece of paper, then I won't have enough for another layout. You know what your pages are going to look like beforehand. I'll just, as I keep talking, I'll walk backwards through the layouts too. If you guys have any questions, you are more than welcome to email me or send me a message. But you can always find more details about my workshops, my workshop guides on my blog, which is chrisscreativelife.com. There are lots of workshops. I do believe there might be over 200 now. So there is a lot there. If you have old paper packs that you haven't used, or a newer one, you're just looking for inspiration. Like I said, there are lots to pick from. Thank you, Kim. It did turn out so pretty, I think. So that's what I've got for you guys today. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'm happy to answer them. Drop it in the comments of the video below, and I'll come back and answer them. And like I said, you can always stop by You can always stop by my blog and take a look around. There are, like I said, more workshops. There's blog posts, all those fun things. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.